Okay, guys. Now, you've seen the revocation of the exam which was supposed to be done in July by the repeaters, partial and full repeaters who wish to improve their results or have a chance because of cancellation of results, who wish to sit for the exam in July. So according to Dr. Magare, whom I'm going to show you, he feels that the students' rights are being violated and they have not been given a chance to participate. Okay, that may be a genuine correspondence. My question is, since when did NEC or the ministry involve students in any ideas CBC has come? How many students have been involved in accepting or rejecting this system? My view is if NEC would even make it such that students sit for the exam in April, it would be okay. You know, some people do not understand that paying a full fee for students to repeat a whole year is very expensive for parents. Apart from that, these students, sometimes some of them give up if they take a long time at home. Now, students are still fresh. As long as the exam will adhere, my prayer is, if NEC is going to give these kids exams, like let's say literature. Literature is the most challenging because especially English and literature, we normally have paper 2 switching from one area to another. Now, like last year, they said from Fathers of Nations, paper 2, the excerpt. Then there is poetry that was also said. Now, students who are sitting for July are not so sure whether the same concept will be adhered to or it is guesswork. If only they will adhere to that, then it will be no problem. Then for paper 3, the compulsory question was from the Samaritan. So we do not yet know whether they'll maintain that or whether they'll bring them Fathers of Nations as an essay question. That is the only worry. But when it comes to the rest of the subject, I don't think there is any problem. And there are some parents who had really wanted their kids to repeat immediately, do the exam, and join with the rest. I think it is the best of interest when the ministry declares that the exam be done in July. Also, remember, long ago, if a student got a Y, they would take 2 years before they repeated. But now, I see a favor in this if they have decided that they sit for July. It's only that the school should consider, if they have repeaters, they place more of revision, discussion, revision than studying. And also, if a parent has ability to bring tutors, it will be a good moment whereby a student can be monitored from home. They just study and sit for the exam. So I don't see why Dr. Magere is actually against what the ministry or the government decided. Only if the exams will be monitored fairly and these students are marked and then their results come back and they go to universities. You know, sometimes we put a lot of pressure on high school as if it is the bread and butter or the air that we are breathing, and it makes things so difficult for anyone. From my experience, what matters is learning life skills, you know. Like a kid who has life skills is better than that who has got even an A but does not have life skills. Yeah. I also think many schools, we have schools which have been relying on repeaters to uphold mean scores. Now, if this exam will be put in place, it's going to ensure that schools will compete equally, and the overemphasis on this result that makes some schools now accrue repeaters from all over will stop. Yeah, so that we just focus on the necessary aspect. When you look at Bellio also arguing that the population has risen and therefore there is need for space, I think that's a genuine concern, so that for those who are repeating, they don't come to occupy the same space with the rest, and then it comes to be a situation whereby space is not enough. Whichever concerns, I'm encouraging repeaters, whether partial or full, to focus and revise, because no matter what you do, at the end of the day, you just have to sit for the exam, and it's through revision that will be assisted. Yeah, revision will actually help you. So I think we should just remain focused at this point.